Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an Eastern Kentucky Sheriff's Office welcomes a new Fluffy member to the team, and an organization plans to host a summit to help communities here in the Commonwealth attract more tourists.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It's Thursday. I'm Dakota Makeris, and it's just a little bit after 5:30. And let's take a look at our forecast with meteorologist Cameron Aaron. And it's certainly a frigid one out there. And if you have the time, well, just start your car, because like me this morning, my car just did not want to start, and I was cold the entire drive to the station. But you know,
yeah, you got to bundle up and start the car a little bit early, get the heat going. All that's necessary this morning because those temperatures are starting out in the single digits for some people. Let's take a look at our camera right now over at I-64 in Moorhead. All is quiet on the interstate. We are dry under a clear sky to begin your Thursday morning. And like I said, those temperatures are brutal. 6 in Irvin, 8 in Ashland, 16 here in Jackson, 21 over in London. A clean sweep up on Pinpoint Doppler. Not much happening out there this morning as high pressure stays in control, and that will really be our forecast today. We stay dry and mostly sunny. A warm up also expected later on today. Temperatures topping out in those middle 40s in spots, so really a nice day on tap. However, some changes are just around the corner. Some snow showers return by Friday. Got that full forecast coming up just a little bit later. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. Well, a church over in Lee County, Virginia is devastated after a fire happened Wednesday morning. Now, the Lee County Sheriff's Office says fire crews were called to the Free Pentecostal Church of God on Ellie Puckett's Creek just after 10:30 yesterday morning. No injuries were reported, but the church was destroyed. January is National Human Trafficking Prevention Month. One Eastern Kentucky sheriff had a recent run-in with a suspected victim. Our Zach Hawk talked with the sheriff and a health expert to learn how victims are identified and the support they need.
Floyd County Sheriff John Hunt says a recent investigation into suspected sex trafficking was a community effort.
Mountain Comprehensive Care Center has specialists that helped us with this, and even the jail.
Trained professionals in identifying human trafficking say there are signs to look out for. People using multiple names, long stays in hotels or motels without a clear purpose, a disconnect from the community, dazed or forgetful, and bursts of irritability.
When deputies approached her, she seemed to be very coherent and could talk to you, but when you asked her certain questions, she became a little different person. She became more apprehensive to talk to you. She would get violent.
One specialist from Mountain Comprehensive Care Center who wishes to remain anonymous told us there can be a visual identifier on some victims.
They are branded and they have tattoos, and that marks the ownership of the person that would be trafficking them.
But freeing victims is only the first part of a long process.
They come in presenting a lot of trauma, and then we meet them where they are and then start to work from there.
Sheriff Hunt says combating these crimes requires a vigilant community.
They're trapped. These victims are really trapped in this situation, and they need our help to get them out of it and get them back on the right path, and to get them with the people who love them, support them, and they need in their life.
Resources for victims are available 24/7 through the National Human Trafficking Hotline, and local law enforcement are always available too. Zach Hawk, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, the Path Coalition of Kentucky says human trafficking is a global problem. Around 25 million people are subjected to forced labor or forced sexual exploitation. In the United States, one study found fewer than half of all suspected traffickers had been arrested. Well, a man was arrested after police say he snuck into a 16-year-old girl's room in Johnson County. Police say 45-year-old Adam Conley snuck into the teenager's room and laid down in bed with her. The teenager told police she thought it was her dad when she quickly realized it was not, adding that Conley grabbed her thigh. Police say Conley tried to run when they arrived. The girl and the owner of the home say they do not know Conley or why he was there. Well, a Kentucky woman included false information in applications for more than $200,000 in coronavirus aid. The Lexington Herald later reports Mandy Ellen Bauer of Greene County faces 9 charges of wire fraud. The report claims that she filed applications between April and July of 2020 that shared false information about employees and finances of her company. Wire fraud is punishable by up to 20 years in prison. A Pulaski County man is in the middle of a scam, and it's reportedly costing him thousands. The Attorney General's office confirmed it's investigating claims that an elderly man in Somerset is giving away thousands of dollars to scammers. That man's daughter spoke to Shelby Lofton. She shows us their conversation and tells us how Kentuckians can avoid falling victims to scams like this one.
At first, it was just like talking about investing in some sort of like deal with a car. It was like a Mercedes. So I don't know. The story is wild.
Tashana Whitaker says a woman who says her name is Debbie calls her father for hours, day after day. She says the cons started with car payments and escalated to a romance scam.
He was sending money to get something in return or to get a woman to come live with him. They're going to be together.
Whitaker says her father sends out thousands of dollars in cash. She says she's called everyone from the FBI to the police.
Phone calls are not working.
Phone calls from people like Tashana come into the Better Business Bureau frequently.
Talking serious romance, mentioning money, traveling to see you, but you've never laid eyes on this person. Those are some big red flags.
Heather Clary says it's important to have kind and direct conversations with the victims of romance scams.
And it's just a matter of keeping in touch with those elderly relatives. Listen to them. Try to speak with them reasonably about why does this feel real? Present some facts.
Whitaker says she's worried about her dad's future if no one intervenes. She's trying to get a conservatorship over her father.
This is a man that was very, very, very tight with money. Anybody out there believes it can't happen to their family, it very well can.
Shelby Lofton, WKYT.
You can report a romance scam to the Better Business Bureau. Well, 2 people were arrested Wednesday night after leading sheriff's deputies on a chase across county lines. Johnson County Sheriff's deputies tell us they pulled over an alleged stolen car when it took off. They led multiple sheriff's deputies on a chase across the county line into Martin County. The chase ended when the driver of the car crashed into a Martin County constable. Now, we do not know the names of those arrested or if anyone was hurt. We, of course, will keep you updated when more information becomes available. The Johnson County Sheriff's Office recently welcomed in a new member of the team, a new deputy K-9. A 2-year-old named Boss started at the Sheriff's Office less than 1 week ago. The K-9 was trained out of Little Rock, Arkansas, and Deputy Jeff Castle drove 10 hours to meet his new crime-fighting partner. We asked Sheriff Doug Saylor what led to Boss joining the Johnson County Sheriff's Office.
We had to wait for a new shipment of K-9s to be down at the training center. They sent us a few to choose from. Of course, Boss was our choice. Deputy Castle and I, we conversed about it. We talked, we looked at the pictures, and we thought that Boss was the best fit for our department.
Sheriff Saylor said Boss had made an almost immediate impact and alerted deputies to narcotics at a traffic stop on Tuesday, which was only his 4th day on the job. Well, SOAR plans to host a mini summit this spring that aims to help communities attract more tourists. Shaping Our Appalachian Region's staff said in a statement that the event will happen March 7th and 8th in Ashland. Now, the main focus will be on tourism and downtown revitalization. It will include sessions on how downtowns can welcome tourists, the role small businesses can play in attracting people, how to market what communities offer to visitors, and how some communities are using trail systems to create successful adventure tourism destinations. Keeneland's spring meet starts on April 8th in Lexington, and ticketing and attendance policies will be similar to last year's fall meet. Tickets must be purchased online in advance. Cash and walk-up purchases on race day will be allowed if tickets are left. Daily attendance will be limited to 20,000. Tailgating will be happening on the hill on Fridays and Saturdays. Tickets go on sale February 15th. Well, just ahead this morning, an impressive win streak on a popular trivia game show finally comes to an end. One of those details on the way.
We stayed dry today, but another round of snow showers is on the way. I got all those details coming up.